Hello and welcome back to the show. As always, I'm your driver, Spencer. Sitting shotgun is Breck.
Oh, hey.
And this week, we're discussing a very special topic. This is Be Afraid of the Dark special presentation, Would Sam and Dean Survive? So,
And would they?
and would they? So special presentation, we're in between seasons 2 and 3. Thank you guys for being patient. We are in production on season 3 right now. Having a great time. Cannot wait to start releasing those episodes and talking to all of you. But we decided for a supernatural themed episode, we would do what many have done before and discuss whether or not Sam and Dean could survive these famous horror franchises and or killers. We'll be kind of specific and non-specific.
Yeah.
So before we start in this, how do you feel they will fare overall?
I think they'll majority be fine, and then I think there will be some weird, sneaky ones that get them.
I'm of the list we put together, which we'll reveal as we go. I'm worried they're just going to run the block for most of it.
Yeah, they might spin the block a bit.
Yeah, they're just going to take everybody down.
There
so
are
we're gonna
some,
get,
however, I think might be a little dicey for
Yeah,
them.
so we're going to get specific and we're going to get,
We will litigate.
we will litigate these. We're going to have a great time. Let's just jump in.
Yeah, let's jump.
Jump in with our first one that came to mind, and I think one that's been hotly debated.
Yes.
Would Sam and Dean survive Friday the 13th?
And it depends on which Friday the 13th.
It depends. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. First one, they're taking that down,
That's
no
easy
problem.
peasy,
Not
lemon
even a
squeezy.
scratch.
No.
They're done. It's good.
No. They got trained by a Marine. They know what they're doing.
Number 2, taking it easy. I'm
Taking
not
it
worried
easy.
about number
No.
2. It's when Jason becomes like a supernatural killer.
Yes.
And even then,
Can I be honest here?
go ahead.
I think they could survive pretty much any Jason except for Jason X.
You and I are on the exact same page. It's crazy.
I love you so much.
I love you too. Because that's the only one where it's like you're stuck in space.
Yes.
He's been like cybernetically
He's
enhanced.
Mecha Jason.
Yeah, he's Mecha Jason. And I legitimately...
David Cronenberg worked on him.
I legitimately don't think there's a way to kill that Jason.
No.
I think he's just immortal. Now, like,
I
you
don't
can
even
trap
remember
him.
how they killed him in that
They
one.
don't. They blast him off into Earth, and he
Oh my God,
lands at
that's right.
a space summer camp or whatever. That's
Oh
how
my
it goes,
God.
which is hysterical, right?
It's a funny movie.
That movie is hysterical, and I kind of
Genuinely.
love it. So then the other funny thing to discuss, we'll touch back on a lot of this, but the other funny thing to discuss is Jared Padalecki has fought Jason Voorhees before.
Yes, canonically.
And technically won, but then lost at the last second. Actually, he didn't lose. It was his sister that got pulled into the lake.
Yes. Right?
So he could have
Yes.
skedaddled away and
Yes.
survived.
And
But
he looks fine as hell in that movie.
Jared's
that is prime season 4 beef Jared in
he's
that one.
aggressively handsome in that movie.
I'm sure we'll do a fun rewatch of that when it comes time.
Yeah, I enjoy the sleazy grossness of that movie.
That movie is hysterical.
Whether or not I think it is good, I enjoy it.
It's not. Look, I don't think any Friday the 13th movie is what I would consider good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
utterly the first one is, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Watch the Silver Screen Psyche episode about Friday the 13th. It's the first one, boring film. Second one, hysterical. I think Baghead Jason is super funny.
Yeah.
Third one, boring. They're all so boring. And then you get to Jason X and you're like, this is awesome.
Whatever one, Jason Lives, whichever one he gets like struck by lightning and comes back to life. I
he's
enjoy
actually
that one.
seen all of them. I've
'cause it's
only seen the
hysterical.
first 3 and then Jason X and the remake.
Yeah. So again, okay, they run the block on Jason.
Yeah.
The majority of the time.
Yes.
Because look, we've already seen them face a zombie that doesn't have normal zombie rules, and that's all Jason ultimately is at his at the baseline supernatural version. Jason X, I don't think they survive Jason X.
No.
Can I be honest with you?
I agree.
They're getting
I think
taken
it's
down.
really once he gets he becomes Cyber Jason.
Yeah.
Even maybe before they might have, but he becomes Cyber Jason.
Well, the thing that I need to consider here is I'm imagining that they have just dropped into this. They've time portaled to the future, and they have only what's on them. So I have to imagine it's their pistols,
Yes.
and maybe a loose piece of hex work or something, but not much. Jason in that movie like fully regenerates when unfrozen from nothing.
Yeah.
Like he's unkillable, and they don't have any way to like magic up or maybe even research. Now they have the sci-fi computers that could research stuff, so there's a chance they could do it. However, that Jason tears through Space Marines and like
and maybe we litigate this. If they had a demon knife.
But I don't think a demon knife works on a zombie because a demon knife doesn't work on a werewolf.
Well, okay, so then this begs the question, do they have to find what we would consider Jason's grave
Yeah.
and then go full like they do in Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things and stake him into the grave.
Or the other thing is they just eject him into space. They're smart enough to eject him into space.
That's very fair. Sam would be like, what are we doing? Let's just eject him into space.
Sam would be like, why aren't we doing the smart thing, everyone? Anyway, okay, that's enough time on that. Do you have any other thoughts here?
It's mostly if they grab Jason before he goes full mecha Jason, I think they can win it.
Yeah.
If they don't, I think they're goners.
Yeah. And I will also throw in, I think they could outsmart him.
Yes.
If there's a point in that movie where the android gets superpowers or whatever and fights Jason pretty well.
Yeah.
I think there's a world if they can get those assets, they can be the tide, because most of the people in that movie after all the Space Marines get taken out are kind of nobodies.
Yeah.
These two are the baddest supernatural hunters ever.
Yeah.
They could do it. Now, this also does beg the question is, do we give them the cult? Does it make a difference? Is Jason one of the 5 things in existence that can't be killed by it?
Very interesting. I can't imagine he is. He's pretty much a hybrid of zombie and necromancy.
If you are watching Supernatural along with us and you have not seen further into the show, the 5 things, I don't think they're ever fully revealed, because I know it's Lucifer, which I will keep. I have to imagine it's archangels in general. It's God, it's the darkness, and then what are the other 2? Do we know?
I don't remember.
We don't remember.
It's been a long time.
Okay, so that's our feelings. We feel like the Winchester brothers are running the block on most of, if not all, contingent on a few things, of Jason Voorhees.
Yes.
They're going to take him down. Okay, next up, this is another weird one because there's a lot of different iterations of this. How do they fare in Halloween against Michael Myers?
First 2 Halloweens again cleared.
Without a doubt in my mind,
especially because Dean would have enough time to make a stupid joke about how slow Michael walks.
Yeah, and then just shoot him. Yeah,
and granted, at the end of Halloween, is Michael shot and then runs off. But I don't think Dr. Loomis at the end of Halloween even gives him a headshot. I think he just shoots him.
No,
he
shoots him in the chest and he falls out a window. But he shoots him in the chest 3 times.
Yeah.
If we're talking the only Jason that gives me pause on whether or not they could take him out.
Jason or Michael?
The only Michael that gives me pause whether or not they could take him out is Michael from specifically. Again, we have not seen all these movies.
Yeah.
There's just several we haven't seen.
I've seen the first 4 Halloween. Michael's not even in Halloween 3. We'll litigate that in a second here, but
they'd win. They'd win so easy.
Think?
They take witches all the time.
That's good. That's a good point.
They'd win that so fast.
You're right. My bad. I've seen the first 4, and then I've seen the David Gordon Green trilogy.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to bring up. Halloween Kills, he gets shot, beat up with bats, takes on a whole army.
I remember.
It's like nothing to him. So I question if that version of Jason can be killed by anything. Now, again, they'd find some magic and some voodoo
they kill
to
him
take
in
it down.
ends, and then he gets put in the trash compactor.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But it's kills. It's kills where it's he doesn't. Anyway.
Yes.
This to me is a non-debate. They're clearing him in an hour.
Yeah.
They're just going to be like, hey, babysitter, sit there. He's walking in, and they're just going to unload on him and then stab him. And then if that doesn't work, they're going to shoot him with the Colt or stab him with the demon blade or use an angel blade and get him too.
The concept of Dr. Loomis meeting them
is amazing, right?
It's really funny to me.
Dean would have so much fun with that.
Dean would have so much fun with that.
Yeah, that would be a great
concept, because I think we made a joke about this at one point where we were talking about how Henriksen talks about the Winchesters the way that Dr. Loomis talks about Michael Myers. He's like, it's pure evil in there.
It's fantastic.
It's so fun. Dr. Loomis, top 10 horror characters of all time.
Genuinely hysterical.
He's so funny.
Okay, so we're in agreement there that they're just clearing this period. They have a grenade launcher in the back of their trunk. They're good. Okay, next one is a bit of an interesting debate. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
See, we have too many problems going on with them psychologically for them to win this.
That's so true.
There's too many psychological problems.
But could we argue that Freddy would show up and be like, you know what? I don't want to touch this one. This one's bad.
No, because he's a sadistic little bitch and he wants to go after it.
I know, but their nightmares might become his nightmares.
But remember, Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Scored by Angelo Badalamenti.
True. Okay, but okay,
he literally haunts the fucking the mental hospital.
I know, we're debating that, and those kids kick his ass in every movie.
That's true.
Now, I will say this: we've seen an episode, the Jinn episode in season 2. It's similar. It's not the same thing.
It's true.
They're not being haunted and having to deal with fatigue, but there's been so many times where these brothers have had to like work it. You know what I mean? I think they could figure out, they could look up the lore on him and be like, well, we could just pull him into the real world. They would figure out the hat thing and pull him into the real world and then just ice him so quick. Here's the question.
The other thing is, but let's consider Freddy versus Jason, shall we? Let's consult
let's consult the texts. Yeah.
We've been doing this a lot lately.
Yeah,
we're getting real in sync over here. But is Jason or Freddy harder to kill in that movie? I don't remember. They kill each other, do they not? Sort
of. So like Jason wins, but then as he's walking out, he's holding the head of Freddy, and Freddy smiles, and so it's like that's a non-winner.
Yeah.
No contest, I guess. I don't know.
It's a draw.
It's a draw.
That's how I feel about this. I think it's a draw.
I think they have an easier time killing Freddy than they do Jason, because Jason's big and he's hulking, and they would have to really lure him into a trap. But the thing about Freddy is, as soon as they figure out, as soon as he wakes up from one or two nightmares and he has a scratch, they're both like, okay, so it's invading our dreams.
Yeah.
Let's the lore. What's the local lore? Figured that out. So okay, so he does this and he's invading my mind. We need to pull him in. They would figure that out really quickly.
So we're implying that they just stumble upon these like a case.
I am looking at this as if they walk into the movie as the movie is happening, and they are could they win this? Is how I'm looking at it. Some of them. Now, other times I'm looking as like, what's a death battle version of this where they have their basic kit and can they take it down?
Yeah.
It depends on where you are in the show.
See, I kind of feel like they're maybe a little too screwed up.
Well, my other question was going to be, which one would Freddy go after first?
Freddy goes after Sam immediately.
Freddy goes after Sam so quick.
Freddy goes after Sam so
Specifically
fast.
season 1 and 2 Sam.
Yes.
He's like,
the Sam that we have right now,
be...
he's like, hello.
Yeah.
He's like, he got a bib on, he's got his little knife and his fork, yum, yum, yum.
Maybe I'm being like, it wouldn't be easy, but I think they beat him. I think if these teenagers can beat him, now look, do the teenagers really, they always give a cop out at the end of whether or not you know what I mean? But
I think if we put them in these, we would have to be able, Heather Langenkamp would have to be there.
Yeah.
Nancy would have to be there to be like, here's the pills to take. And then I think.
Yeah.
But if they didn't have the pills, it might be more touch and go.
But the pills are anything. That's just them waking up and falling asleep. You don't think Dean's got those pills in the Impala right now?
What was that comment we got? It's really generous to assume that Dean is getting 8 hours of sleep a night.
Yes, yeah.
That one was funny.
Anyway, me personally, and you guys debate this in the comments, please. Me personally, I think they're taking it. I think they're beating him.
Interesting.
I'm
calling this one a draw.
I'm not calling it a draw.
Am I allowed to call this a draw?
You can call it a draw if you want to call it a draw.
Well, no, I mean, can we litigate? Does it have to be a yes or a no, or can we even say that there's
They can debate in the comments. We'll let you decide whether or not Sam and Dean beat this thing.
Yeah.
Beat Freddy Krueger. They beat him. They beat Freddy Krueger to me. The teenagers beat him most of the time, and then they give a cop out at the end where he's like, oh, he's really out there still. But that's a franchise thing.
What about New Nightmare?
See, a New Nightmare's a well, yeah, but they win a New Nightmare.
Do they?
Yeah.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. Now, New Nightmare would be harder because he's a little more vicious, but...
He's a bitch at New Nightmare.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
He sucks in that movie.
Anyway, I think they win. Breck does not. You tell us in the comments who's taking that fight.
Was Robert Englund ever on Supernatural?
I don't think so, but that's a real big missed opportunity.
It is. He was he was in 10 seconds of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Anyway, the next up, I thought I'd throw a curveball. This was my idea. Would Sam and Dean beat Mithrigan? Would Sam and Dean beat Mithrigan? Not Supernatural, which there's precedent for.
Yes.
It's sci-fi.
Yes.
I don't know if there's really a debate to be had here because the little girl and the scientist lady beat Mithrigan.
Yes, but it would be fun.
It would be hysterical.
I need that kind of on my desk by Monday.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
That's what they need to do in 5 or 10 years. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles need to come back and drop into various silly, campy horror franchises as Sam and Dean to see if they can survive.
Need that.
Okay, so I think they win this. Follow-up question, do they beat Mithrigan 2.0? Where Mithrigan gets an upgrade.
That's a good point.
I still think they win.
Or do we bring in the villain, the other robot that's harder to beat in Mithrigan 2?
Yeah. Other question, does the cult work on Mithrigan?
It's a great question.
Does an angel blade work on Mithrigan?
I don't think so.
No, but isn't it funny to consider
it was a
if
very
it can kill anything? Is AI alive? Is that version of AI? Is that version of AI alive enough
Yes.
to count as sentience? in the same way that the cult kills supernatural beings.
Well, now we're debating if machines could be
I
human.
understand, but it's hilarious, the concept of this to
Because
me.
then also, like, we know Cybermen are somewhat canon to the universe because we have the bank teller's like funny thing. So then it like
That's sci-fi,
it's
kid.
fake,
It's
but
not
you know
real.
what I know. But to me, then I'm like, now, would they be able to kill a Cyberman with the cult?
Yeah. You tell us, supernatural
I don't
experts
know.
of the
Let's
internet.
think about it. Super Hulak, rise up.
You are right, though. I don't know that they would beat the other android from Mithrigan that's like takes herself apart and puts herself back together and is an assassin machine.
Yeah.
But I think they clear Mithrigan.
I think they clear Mithrigan.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I thought about doing the Terminator, but maybe that'll be a part 2 in between another
That'll be
season.
a part 2. We can do that.
We'll do a different version of this where we
Spoiler
pick other
alert,
things. Yeah.
T2.
Okay, this is a really difficult one.
Yes.
Smile. Can they take the creature and smile?
And again, I say, too psychologically disturbed.
Yes, but my real question in this is, we've never seen that thing loose. In the 2
True.
Smile movies, it's never lost.
True.
Can it even be killed? Is it something that can be killed or not? And would Sam and Dean go find some like the Benders guys and give it to them and just do a survival version of it?
The concept of them kidnapping the Smile Monster or kidnapping people to feed to the Smile Monster constantly.
Well, it's not constantly. It's just you have to give it to it once.
That's a good point.
You just have to kill somebody in front of somebody else as a witness, and that person gets it, and you're free.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like, would they do that? Would they go out and try to find like a evil, horrible human being?
Do you think the Smile Monster would work on like a vampire or a werewolf?
I don't think so.
You think?
I don't think so. I think it's
so you
a
don't
different.
think vampires are people?
Yes, I've been very clear about this. I'm kidding. The humanist vampire episode's very good. So yeah, the debate on it's crazy because the lore is thin, right? We don't know.
The lore is thin.
Which, by the way, the Smile movies, nightmare fuel. I love them.
What's that director's name?
Parker something.
Parker Finn.
Parker.
I think it's Parker Finn.
Sure.
Come on the podcast, Parker Finn.
I would love that more than life.
We
itself.
want you to chime in.
I would love that more than life itself.
That would be so funny. Do you remember when we were watching MTV Scream and we realized Ty West had directed an episode?
Yeah,
I really hope we get to a later season of Supernatural and then we're like
Ty West. Yeah, Parker
did this?
Finn. Parker Finn did not. It was way after his time.
No, but it would have been so funny.
Okay, so this is kind of to me, best case scenario for what we know of the lore.
Yeah.
Because there's not even really, it's not corporeal. There's nothing to kill.
It's corporeal. That means we can kill it.
Yeah, there's nothing to kill. There's nothing to shoot. You have to like find a way to transfer it, but even if you transfer it, there's not an entity.
Does this beg the question that the Smile Monster isn't even a monster, it's a thing possessing you?
Or is it a ghost?
Yeah. And then we know how to handle a ghost and a demon, no problem.
This to me, no contest. I don't think we can litigate this one. Because we don't know if the Smile Monster can be beaten at all. Because it's never even been beaten. It's never been. We've only seen.
Yeah, we've only seen it win.
Yeah. Yep.
And it got my girl Sky Riley.
It got Sky. I'm a big fan of Naomi Watts. I've had Naomi Watts stock for a long time.
Naomi Watts?
Naomi Scott.
Naomi Scott. I was like, Naomi what?
I am a big fan of Naomi Watts. Naomi. I am a big fan of both of those people, but I've had Naomi Scott stock for a long time.
You have.
She was in Lemonade Mouth.
Yes.
And then the Pink Power Ranger.
Our goat.
And the best part of the live action Aladdin movie that I didn't really like. Okay, next up.
Yes.
And this one is a very easy answer, but I have a funny question to make it more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Scream. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's much of a debate here.
No.
I think Ghostface could stab them repeatedly and they would still win.
Yeah.
This would be the easiest of the horror franchises for them to clear.
Yes.
They could do this no problem.
Pretty much.
Like there's nothing. I am not concerned about this in any way.
It's basically just picking off teenagers.
Yeah. Who cares?
Hey.
Got him.
No tea, no shade to our beloved Scream franchise.
Okay.
To the first 6 movies of the beloved Scream franchise. 7th movie? I don't know what that is.
We don't know. Question is then, which Scream movie would they have the most difficulty with? And remember, we're going into this like they're going in hunting a supernatural killer, not knowing who the killers are. Who would they have the most difficulty with?
That is a great question.
And I think it is probably Scream 6, just because there's 3 of them and one of them's a cop, so at least he has like training.
Yeah. See, my thought was either 3 because Roman gives a pretty good runaround in 3.
He does, even though he's the worst Ghostface.
Yeah, he's the worst Ghostface. But or 5. I thought 5 maybe because I feel like the lead is buried really well on 5.
Yeah, and they take out a main character in 5 for dumb plot reasons.
R.I.P. Dewey.
Don't even say it.
I know.
It's
an honor.
It's an honor.
He's way better at the Ghostface voice than me.
I'm not even very good at it.
I feel like it could be 5.
To me, it's 5 or 6. Now, the real problem is they shoot one of them, they figure it out.
Yeah.
They're like, first Ghostface encounter, they're like, all right, bang, got him.
Literally. And I'm only thinking 5 because, like, Amber really pulls off the reveal in 5.
Yeah.
No one finds out that no one unmasks Amber.
Yeah.
Amber unmasks herself.
But the problem is in that universe, man, these guys are getting stabbed 50 times and they're just fine.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, they clear it. My other question is, how many Ghostface does it take to overwhelm Sam and Dean?
Collectively, it's gotta be like 15.
Like 15 to 20 Ghostface have to be running
higher.
scurrying around the house to get them, right?
Especially if they're the teenager Ghostfaces. If they're...
it's a mix. We'll get an even mix of teens to adult Ghostfaces
like,
from varying backgrounds.
Like if it were... Maybe it would be 10 of the cop Ghostface.
Yeah.
It would have to be at least 15 of any of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's arguably, I think, the strongest out of all of them.
That is probably true, yeah. I
can't think of any other Ghostfaces that are like... Yeah. I mean, because it's what? So 1, you have Billy and Stu.
Yep.
2, you have Timothy Oliphant and
Billy's mom.
3 is Roman. 4 is Jill and her goofy boyfriend.
Yeah.
5 is what's his face? Jack Quaid and an Academy Award winner Mikey Madison.
Who got the role because of that movie.
Yeah. Awesome. So awesome. And then the 3, the two friends.
Dermot
and the dad.
Mulroney, Spider from the Avatar movies. And
is that him?
Yeah, it's him. Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
I didn't know that. Damn, that guy had a crazy 2022, 2023.
He did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind.
Anyway, they're taking it. It's going to take a lot of Ghostface to bring it on. This is the easiest one on this list to be like, of course they're winning.
Yeah.
Like, they solve mysteries all the time. Like,
that's literally,
Okay. Number 7.
Wait.
Well, okay.
How many Sydneys would it take to take them down?
I don't know. Why would they fight Sydney?
I don't know, but now I'm thinking about it because I think Sydney's awesome.
It would not take a lot. It would take a lot of Sydneys to actually beat them.
I know. I just like Sydney.
Because Sam and Dean are like basically 2 Terminators.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, next up is an interesting one.
Yes.
Because on the surface it seems very easy.
Yes.
But this universe is insane.
Yes.
Paranormal Activity.
I just love those movies.
I love those movies too.
They're just so much fun to me. I don't really care what you think about those movies. 1 and 3, actually good movies. The rest of them, just a good, fun cheese pizza delivered to your house.
So my take on this is that on the surface, super easy. They're coming in, they're clearing this out, no problem. Except Paranormal Activity isn't exactly a ghost movie.
Yes.
It is a demon movie.
It's demons. It's dimensions.
It's dimensions. There's time.
Once you get to the dimensional stuff of it, I think it gets a little more difficult.
It gets more difficult, but also teenagers are doing this research. If you throw these 2 in on it,
yes,
they're going to clear it. They're going to do this research so quick.
The issue is, and I guess later there is some dimension hopping, I guess. But once you get to like the marked ones in Ghost Dimension, I feel like it gets a little more difficult.
I totally agree. It gets more difficult, but I also think they're smart enough to go, okay, something's going on. Let's do the research. Let's look into it. Because all these people figure about Toby.
Mm-hmm. True.
They're going to find the symbol and Sam's going to pull out some big leather book and be like, okay, well, here it is. Well, get this. The only way to kill it is. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to figure it out. I think they're good here. I do think I agree. As they go on, it gets a little harder for them.
This franchise features Supernatural alum Catherine Newton.
It does.
Queen.
She's in 4? She's in the 4th one?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the sister. She's the teenage sister in that one. Which
who gets like levitated,
Xbox
which is
Kinect.
To me the scariest scene in that movie is when she just gets like levitated in the air while she's sleeping. Uncomfortable. Don't like it. Okay, Paranormal Activity, easy enough. They take that. Okay, now we haven't talked about zombies yet.
Yes.
So we're going to have a zombie. Well, I guess technically Jason's a zombie, but not exactly a zombie.
Jason's just Jason.
Jason's just Jason.
He's just being Jason.
Okay, we're going to talk about 28 years later.
Yes.
So not necessarily zombies, infected, but in the newest one they do say zombies.
Yes.
Are
we arguing 28 years later or 28 days later? Or
Did
the
I say
whole thing?
years?
You said years.
I meant days. Let me just fix that right
Because
there.
if you've seen 28 years later, Bone Temple
Yeah, movie rocks.
movie rocks.
So does
And I do
28 years
think
later.
that if Sam could figure it out, his ass would be running around with a syringe like, we're just going to pump you full of morphine till it works.
Yeah.
Like,
but
if
there's
we're-
too many. It's a whole...
This is true.
Which
This
is a
is
question.
true.
The other thing is survivability of this is like they're on a whole island.
Yeah.
A whole ass
The
fucking
issue
island.
is we've seen, I don't think they win this. And it's not because of skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they get covered in blood too much.
Dude, straight up, that was going to be my
They
point
get
too.
covered in blood too much.
These two are not clean killers.
No,
They're
going to kill somebody and they could kill one zombie and
Yeah.
immediately turn.
It's the infection that is the
Yes,
kicker. That's the
it really
trade-off.
is, because we literally just watched Dean saw that vampire's head off and then get just the beautiful cup. I'm like,
Yeah.
they have no self-preservation instincts when
Yeah.
it comes to bloodborne disease.
Okay, how long do they survive though?
Like 10 minutes.
I don't agree with that. I think they take it pretty far.
You think they take it
I
pretty
think
far?
because these zombies don't have to be shot in the head. I think they're really good shots. I think they're probably good at bow hunting. We know that.
True.
I hinted at that. I think they're survivalists. I think they last a very long time before finally going out trying to save everything because there's nothing to save.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of my take. I think eventually they die when they. Okay, here's my question: could they beat an alpha in a fight? Let's take one singular alpha from the later movies. Could they take a Samson in a fight? Because we never see Alpha die in the two newest
Yeah,
movies.
true.
They never die.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I kind of think no, because I think in the time that they're trying to fight an alpha, I think they're getting overwhelmed by other infected.
Too many others show up. Yeah, sure. I'm saying, what if they just fight an alpha? They're in a situation where alpha's the only one there.
They'd have to be long distance, I think.
Yeah, because I mean that alpha's taking multiple bow shots.
Yeah,
like,
that alpha takes multiple, and I think the alpha has a point where he's like vomiting on someone else to turn them, or
Yeah.
like,
those movies are crazy.
yeah, the movies. I love those movies. Love
So I
those.
agree.
Truly spiritual, beautiful films. But I think Sam and Dean truly are just not really. They're too comfortable with being gross.
Yeah,
To have, like, especially if they don't know.
yeah.
Because
So-
I think even if they know, they would end up
So
screwing
you're
up at
saying
some
bad
point.
hygiene is the thing that gets
Yes,
them in the
and
end.
that's what kills most people.
Yeah, sure.
So think about that.
No, I agree. But I think they would last longer than you think they would last.
Like,
Personally.
what are you thinking?
I think they'd last years.
Oh, interesting.
Like I think they would do very well for a very long time.
Well, and this then begs the question: where are they when the outbreak occurs?
Let's
Because
put
I
them in the
think-
same situation
As Mr.
as
Murphy.
Mr. Murphy. They're holding hands in a bed in a in a hospital. They walk out. They're like 30 days into it, 28 days into it. That's my take.
Okay.
That's my take.
Okay.
They're there
All right.
because I think they're smart enough to see something running at them. They're just like, all right, take care of it.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna find somebody who knows what's going on.
Yeah. They don't go to the Rick Grimes school if there's just one, ignore it. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna handle shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be smart enough to, after they see one or two, like, we got to get out of the city.
Yeah.
With a zombie outbreak. They're going to understand this because
Fair.
they're Sam and Dean.
Fair.
Again, I think they last a long time, but I think inevitably they die because I think inevitably everyone dies in that universe,
Yeah.
it feels like.
Then
Except
the
for my boy
question
Spike.
then is, do they accidentally start a cult because they're too good at it?
I would love that. I would join that cult.
Jimmy-
We already know Dean has a propensity
How's
to
that?
start the resistances.
Yeah.
But there's the other question. Maybe they raise an army and take back the island.
Damn.
Maybe they raise an army and take back the
Maybe they
island.
figure it out and they like find masks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the other question: could they take the? How quickly could they take out the
Jimmies?
The Jimmies.
Easy peasy.
Other than Jimmy that ends up surviving that
Yeah.
movie,
What is her name? Not Jemima.
I can't remember.
I don't know. The one that lives and
Yeah.
ends up with Spike.
Jimmy.
Yeah. How's that?
Yeah.
How's that?
She's a crazy psychopath killer lady.
I'm obsessed with her.
They would still win, but it would be harder. Like,
Meanwhile, Dean would be out there trying to figure something out, and Sam's like with Kelson, like la, la, la,
he's like,
la,
oh,
la,
so you're right. If we mix these berries and that morphine, we'll
like,
calm them down.
He's like sitting there dancing down, like
yeah, those two would be buddies, and Dean would just be in the background, like,
Dean's in the background, then somehow bonds with Samson,
it's true. Yeah.
as is per his use.
He would see Samson's thing and just go, yeah, me too, buddy.
like literally,
And then he'd look at it again and go, and then walk away.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, so we're there. Next up, Evil Dead. Another question of, can you actually win?
Here's the thing, I don't think this goes exactly like the movie.
No.
because I don't think Sam and Dean are stupid enough to start reading from a book if they just find it.
But let's say they stumble into it mid-situation.
Yes.
They're looking for the book. They get there right as it's being read.
Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2?
It's just the evil.
Just the dead of the evil?
Yeah, the dead of the Evil Dead.
That's a great question.
Because it's such a goofy version of like possession, but also, did we ever get confirmation if hacking up the body parts and burying them separately actually works, or is that just like a joke in the book? They're like, this is going to be hilarious.
I don't remember.
Because 2013 when she wins.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's possible.
They can win.
And she's got nothing. She's just, God bless her.
Yeah.
Arm ripped off by a Jeep.
I think they'd win this because they know the lore well enough and they speak
I
Latin.
agree.
And they know how to
They're
do
smart
it.
enough to,
I don't know there's much debate here because I think they're clearing Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
They're clearing 13.
Yeah.
The infection in this one does transfer really easily and quickly, but I think they're winning.
What about Evil Dead Rise?
That's the one where I don't think there's a way, like, I don't know how the two that survive in that movie aren't infected.
Yeah.
Like, they should just be infected.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. However, I think they'll probably survive. I mean, they'll be the two that walk away if anyone walks away.
Yeah. Interesting.
Anyway, I don't know.
It's a little harder for me.
This one's harder.
But it's also just because I love Evil Dead.
But it's also just like these, again, it's the research aspect where it's like, if these people can get this far in the research, Sam and Dean are going to clear
literally
that part.
because a lot of Evil Dead is just stumbling on some guy's research. Sam would be like,
yeah.
woohoo!
They find a little record and it says, don't read from the book. And Sam's like, all right, I won't read from the book.
Sounds good to me. And then the person he's with somehow manages.
No, Dean's like, good. I hate reading.
Or Dean's accidentally starts reading something and then he realizes
that's true.
halfway
Dean's
through.
in the background like listening to dumb records of dumb nerds. Okay.
Like literally.
Okay, so I think they survive Evil Dead. All right, last one, and I think maybe the most interesting conversation.
I've been waiting for this one.
Do they survive the xenomorph? Can they take out Alien?
It's a very interesting question. How the issue. Let's say they're in space.
In space.
Let's say they're in space.
In space.
I think Dean tries immediately to shoot it a bunch of times, and it starts bleeding acid everywhere, and then the ship breaks down and they die.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I think that's just kind of how it goes.
Completely.
Like,
let's put them in an Aliens situation where they don't have to worry about that. They're still technically in space, but they don't have to worry about the acid blood in that way as much. They have to fight this thing and kill it.
Yes.
Can they win?
They find a predator.
They find a predator. Maybe that'll be the next debate.
That'd be funny.
Do you, like, genuinely, what do you think? Like, is this
I think this one is
because the
another one
xenomorph is the perfect killing machine.
I kind of don't think they win this one.
I don't think they win it either.
I don't think they win this one.
Like, Sigourney only wins in most of these movies out of luck.
Yeah.
Really. Well, Aliens is different.
Yeah.
I think they could take one soul xenomorph, especially if we give them the marine pistol, the marine space marine machine gun.
If they manage to keep Dean from fully fucking shit up in the first one, I think they could.
Yeah.
I think they'd go like how we said, if they could survive Jason X, they would figure out how to open up like a hatch and like let it get sucked out into space.
They are incredibly smart and good at hunting, which none of the characters in these movies typically are.
Yes, correct.
They're not good at the hunting. They're like, here's an idea, let's try it, let's split up. It's like they're better at that stuff. I think it takes them further. However, I think this is like 50-50. I think sometimes they win, sometimes they lose.
I agree.
Like,
I hard agree.
Because like here's the thing, they took out a Wendigo, which is supposed to be like a perfect hunter.
Yeah.
But they beat it.
Yeah.
And how many other countless other things that are just like designed to kill them do they
designed
beat?
to be perfect hunters.
Yeah, it's like, I think they stand a really good shot. I do not think they win every time.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of times where these guys get their wings clipped and can't keep going.
Now this does beg the question, which one of them is getting face huggered first?
Face huggered first? Dean.
Yeah.
Dean's looking in the little egg thing immediately, and Sam's going to go, don't do that, and then Dean's going to get face hugged.
100%.
Hundo P.
Hundo P.
You kidding me? That would be Dean's favorite. Dean could see the movie Alien before getting put in this situation
and
still be the guy to get face hugged.
Here's my other question.
Here's your other question.
Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus.
How do they fare against the newborn?
Oh, do they have any weapons?
Yeah.
They beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that thing.
The thing's horrifying. They beat it though, because that isn't as much of like a, it's more of a dude You know,
True.
and they're gonna
It is
blast.
just a big
They're
dude.
just gonna blast away at him. Like it's not gonna be a problem.
Isabella Merced should have been in Supernatural.
Isabella. Oh my God, yes. Isabella Merced should have been in Supernatural.
We lost things. Can they
Dude.
they need to bring Supernatural back for one season so everyone who's ever wanted to be in Supernatural can be in it.
It will happen. They will do a Supernatural limited series event or a Supernatural movie or something at some point. You know what Supernatural needs is a video game.
Yes.
Like Supernatural needs a video
Where
game.
is our open world Supernatural video game
Want it
where
so
you
bad.
get to run around America and hunt
Yeah.
things?
I want that.
I don't care how long it takes. I need that on my desk.
Eric?
Get that over to the fellas at Rockstar. They made Red Dead 2.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Do something like that would be awesome.
Be sick.
Anyway, okay, moving on.
Anyways.
So we think that's like a 50-50. Sometimes they
Yes.
win, sometimes they lose.
They beat the newborn.
Yeah.
What are the other creatures of the alien
Those.
world? That's it.
There's a few in
what about the
Covenant,
well, I
but-
was about to say something stupid, but I was going to say the cyborgs, but that's easy.
Yeah, they're taking out the cyborgs.
Yeah.
Most of them, at least.
Yeah.
Covenant cyborgs might be harder, but they're
Yeah.
still going to win.
I haven't seen Covenant.
Oh, Covenant. Hot take, Covenant's good. Alien Covenant's a good movie.
I've only seen
It's not a
Alien
perfect movie.
and Alien
It's a good
Romulus.
movie.
Yeah.
It's better than Prometheus, which Jacob and I, our friend of mine, have debated to shouting at each other.
Do you know this funny story about Prometheus of mine?
No.
It's my dad and my older brother were going to see it, and I was probably 13 when that came out.
Oh, I do know.
And I wanted to go see it so bad because I had read the plot of Alien, and I was like, I'll figure it out because this is what I did when I was too scared to watch horror movies. And then apparently halfway through that movie, my brother turned to my dad and went, "We can't take Breck to go see this."
The Prometheus is also better than people give it credit for, but it's not. Alien Covenant's like actually really pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, fight me in the comments, please.
We love Alien Romulus.
We love engagement.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the end of our debate. So let's do a little breakdown here, little final breakdown.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, they're clearing with one exception,
Yes.
which is Alien X. Halloween, they're clearing. They're taking Halloween. They're taking Michael Myers out. Nightmare on Elm Street, you and I are at kind of a crossroads where
Yes.
I think they're going to survive. You do not.
I think it's 50-50.
Tell us in the comments because I don't agree.
We need to litigate.
Mithrigan, they're beating Mithrigan
Yes.
in a hilarious battle. Smile, we don't have enough information. More
Not
data
enough. Parker
needed.
Finn, can you write in and give us some lore information, please? I
Yeah,
would
more
love to hear.
more data needed for that. Scream clearing with just it's going to be like playing a video game to
Yes.
them. Like Paranormal Activity, we think they will clear. It will become more difficult as the movies go on.
Yes.
So depending on which version you drop them in, a little bit harder. However, I think they'll win.
I would love to see, sorry, I'm still thinking about this. I would love to see Dean walk into the house and see the chicken feet and the flour and be like, what the hell?
Yeah, just be like, I'm out.
This is dumb.
Okay, 28 days later
Mm-hmm.
universe. We think I think they will last quite a while and
Mm-hmm.
either create an army to survive and win or die.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit harder because of the infection rate and it becomes more difficult to fight these things.
Yes.
Anyway, Evil Dead, they're winning. They're going to figure out Evil
Yes.
Dead. Alien is a 50-50.
Yes.
Split down the middle depending on the situation, depending on
Yes.
the environment, depending on how much they know going in.
Yes.
That one's a lot of variables that have to go into it, but they will win some, lose some.
Yes.
There we
Agreed.
go.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
That was actually pretty easy.
pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Sam and Dean, badasses.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? Like, truly. Not me after seeing so many seasons of this show so many times that I
Not
just
Breck.
watched them handle things. But
Yeah. All right. So that's been this episode.
Yeah.
Be Afraid of the Dark special presentation. You won't have an episode this coming Monday, but the next Monday you will, and then it will be a week off, and then season 3 will start.
Woohoo.
We, as of recording this, are not 100% sure what the next special episode will be. We're
Yes.
thinking about maybe taking some supernatural personality quizzes of
Think
like
that'd be
which
fun.
character you are. We'll see if that ends up happening. If not,
Yeah.
we'll pocket that and save it for another episode.
Or alive. Who's to say?
Or alive, who's to say? Not me. I don't know what's going on. But
Tell us if you'd like us to do lives. If there's something
Yeah,
fun
tell
that
us.
you'd like us to see us chat, or if you just want us to hop on and we can just chat live about
Yeah.
any episode.
But while you're waiting for this next episode, you should jump in the comments here. Tell us if we're right. Tell us if we're wrong. Tell us which other horror movies you want to hear our opinions on if Sam and Dean could survive.
Yeah, we'll probably
'Cause
do another one of these.
Probably do like 10 of these. These are super fun to me.
Yeah.
I personally want to do a Stephen King universe. Like
Oh
which
my
Stephen King
God.
stories could they survive?
I think we got to bring Chucky in at some point.
Well, the debate is it. Can
Yeah.
they beat it? You know,
No.
Chucky was the one I should have put. I forgot about. I didn't do Chucky. Final Destination. If there's even a way to
Oh
win
my God,
Final
that would be
Destination.
hysterical. We have that episode. It's called Mystery Spot. We're about to watch it.
Very true. Okay. So between now and then, you know what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get your journals. You got to hit the road. You don't really have to watch any TV this time, but remember, you know what's out there. Be afraid of the dark.